Okay, that's some type of transition.
Why did our videos go square?
Yeah.
Wait, why did they go square?
You're on the wrong thing.
No.
This is the right
There
one.
we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That looks better.
Hit the other one. What's the other one do?
It's something stupid.
Oh, they're so tiny.
Ah,
This is
why?
better.
Ugh. What's this?
You know.
What are you doing? It's gone. It's gone.
It's just chaos now.
It's
Chouse.
chow.
Chouse.
Ciao, ciao.
I was getting confused. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Restream they're making a lot of changes. Hopefully that means it's because they're dumping more time and effort into the product and not that they're flailing to find market fit. But there's just like stuff's different every week. And
Yeah.
We need to restream.
I'm an old man now.
You're an old man now.
Completely.
You've always been an old man.
3
I'm
and
ready to-
2 and 1. I'm just kidding.
I was like, I was
I'm
ready.
I have one hand ready, and I was thinking like, what
You
am I
like
gonna
smack
slap?
the desk or something.
Smack your face.
I didn't know.
Just a big like smack in the middle of the forehead.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's raining Jedi. How rare is that?
It's the fourth time.
Congratulations.
It's the fourth time this year it's rained in California.
Acid rain. That's super exciting.
That is hilarious.
He seems like a legitimately cool dude.
Something.
Chocolate rain guy?
Yeah.
Rain.
Tezonde, or whatever his
Hey.
name is.
I never
Hey,
knew
Sunday.
his name. I was like, I would just have called him Chocolate Rain if I saw him on the street.
Oh, I don't know that you can do that.
You can.
When you are most famous for singing that song, yes, you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, Chocolate Rain."
How many strippers do you think?
I think they
have
just
the
call him
alias
Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
It's not going to come across the same, Andrew. He's not going to identify as just
I'm
Rain
not the
when he's
Black
famous for
Falcon.
singing
I'm
Chocolate
just
Rain.
Falcon.
Tezonde. What is it in Dungeon Crawler Carl? I'm in book 3 right now.
Okay.
When they're like,
You've read this book how many times, and there's stuff you don't remember?
This is the third time through. Okay, what?
well, he's talking about something he gets and how like the mommy and daddy gnomes or the mommy and daddy gnolls will just cry harder. But he's like, mommy and daddy gnoll, not mommy and daddy. I'm sorry. I forgot.
This is on the train, right? The train. This is the train book.
Yes, it's the train. I totally forgot what it doesn't matter. I need to go read it for a 4th time. I made a mistake.
Yeah.
3 is not enough. Yeah.
I mean,
4.
I've read Lord of the Rings at least 17 times, so you have miles
have
to
you
go.
Have you genuinely?
Yeah. But like the first time I read those books was in 4th grade, so I've had a lot of time to reread them.
Oh, nice.
How old are you, Lauren?
I am 38.
No,
You're older than Patrick?
I'm 38.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
we're the
but
same age.
she was 38 before you.
I am like a month, I guess.
That's true.
Yeah,
She's a
I am
month
the-
and 1 day older than me.
I didn't realize that.
I am so glad I have friends with memorable or like
Yeah, I do
combined
love that your birthday
birthdays.
is 5/5.
And you're 4/4.
Yeah.
I won't be able to
When's
remember
mine?
Mackenzie's birthday.
Wednesday, bitch.
I thought we had the same
fi-
birthday.
I can't find
Happy
Wednesday,
birthday.
bitch, on my calendar. Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael. It's such a good scene.
Let's.
You're all 1s and 9s, which is nice.
Yes.
But again, also just having the same birthday as someone else, that's a huge. Remind me when it's if you would let me know when it's your birthday so I can remember to wish Darcy a happy birthday.
I'll text you. Hey, it's my birthday.
You don't like
Thank
have
you.
his
And then-
birthday in your phone?
You
But
won't
then
say
That's how
next
I do.
year-
You won't say
next
happy
year,
birthday to
she'll
me.
text me. And I'll
You'll
text
go,
you.
thanks so much, and then go immediately text Darcy happy birthday.
And then I'll go text Darcy so I don't forget. Yeah.
Just an automatic reminder.
Hey, the good news is they'll appreciate it.
Or if you could just text her happy birthday.
Andrew
and say,
won't,
I said
though.
happy birthday.
I can text them. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just-
then I won't have to do anything.
Text me their phone number, and then I will text them on my birthday.
And say, hey, it's Patrick. Just wanted to wish you happy
Perfect.
birthday.
Patrick wanted you to know that we share the same birthday.
Today's not my birthday.
All right.
Sorry, I know it's just I'm in a loop now.
We're in a loop. Let's count it down. 3 and 2 and 1 and
I have to pull up. Well, I'll take it in the podcast. Let's get into this because I'm ready to talk.
Let me read it and we're jumping down.
What happened?
I promise you that was intended to be a sentence. Welcome to episode 595 of the Pop Culture Roundtable, the podcast that's happy to report that we're officially not mentioned in the Epstein files. In this episode, we talk about Super Yaki, Bluey, and the 1998 hit film Palmetto. I'm Andrew Sale.
I'm Lauren Rubin.
I'm Patrick Hill.
So get your redaction pen out because it's time to mark up another episode.
Bubba.
Translated that could.
It was a wild weekend on Twitter, my guys. Like,
you could also have just gone.
You should edit that one.
We like to kick off every episode by going around the table, where we talk about things that are new, fun, and noteworthy about our weeks. Patrick, you are just a jovial Johnny over there today. What have you had going on?
I want to give a book update, but as I'm starting to do this, so I was about to say something like book talk. I don't know what it means, but sometimes I hear y'all say it, and so it feels fitting.
I think you can probably deduce what this means by the two parts of the word.
Hang on. The problem is you could technically.
But
however, the way Patrick talks, he could be saying book talk. But his
Wow,
his
actually
Georgian
meeting in person and talking about it,
book
not getting
talk.
on TikTok. That's insane.
So, to be clear, I understand what TikTok is. I have genuinely never used it, not a single time. But
I wish I could go back to that time.
Mackenzie has been watching something, and I hear it in the background, and I keep hearing Mom talk. No,
It is. I know what this is.
I thought they must all live or vacation in Montauk. And
no,
they're
this
so
is Secret Lives of
excited
Mormon Wives.
to go to Montauk, and they can't wait to be back in Montauk. And this person's not invited to Montauk, maybe.
And you're always thinking about the spotless
well,
mind.
because they're always so
Every
fucking
single
dramatic
time.
about this too. They're like, the state of Montauk is not okay, you guys. Like,
And I thought their compound might exist in Montauk. Like I was trying to make sense of it. And the thing is, they say it every 45 seconds.
yes, they really
Genuinely.
truly do.
How
If you
many
like
times
drank
they
every
say
time they
it.
said Montauk, you would be in the hospital.
You would be dead in 5 minutes. And so this
you would
went
look
on
like
for
what
so
Jedi
long.
looked like that night at what is it, Trader Sam's.
I'm still embarrassed. So I finally had to ask, like, what's the deal with Montauk? And Mackenzie had to explain to me, no, they're saying Mom talk. And then I learned more about it than I wanted to know about it. It is amazing, by
It's
the way,
a
how if you're
show that you can't stop watching though, because it like I haven't started the new season yet. I think I still have a few episodes of season 2 to finish, but like it's such a bizarre show.
wow, it's amazing how much a 25-year-old can look like a 55-year-old with that many injections in their face. Okay,
Yeah,
but I
they have
did
nothing
wanna
better
talk,
to do.
I know. In Montauk, but I did want to talk about a quick book update. I've only read 2 books since we last talked. I got through Thursday Murder Club. We talked about in the show, so I jumped straight into that. And then I finished Carl's Doomsday Scenario. I'm into Anarchist Cookbook right now, and I'm about 25% of the way in. But this is what I was going to say. Now, as my reading life progresses, I am now progressing into the phase where I start books for 20 minutes and then start another book for 20 minutes. So I've also started Build. I started
You're channel surfing audiobooks.
I'm now starting to like
Are you like going back to the one you started, or you're just like not getting into that first book, so you're trying a new one instead?
No, I'm going to go back to it. Oh, Malice. I started Malice. And then I've bought I've started wishlisting and like buying extra books I'm gonna get to. So Red Rising, I think we talked about The Name on the Wind. It's
I've heard of that, but I don't.
But
know what
anyway,
it is.
it's just like it's evolving. No, I tend to get through these books, but I'm realizing like some books I like to listen to in different scenarios. So I was driving somewhere locally, and so I was like, oh, Build, which is something I wanted to listen to from like a product standpoint. It's about the person that co-founded the company that made the Nest thermostat. They were VP over the iPod. They were on the primary team that made the iPhone. So that's more of a like that type of book. So now I'm realizing that, this is a good time for fantasy, and this is a good time for something product oriented, and this is a good time for something else. So that's all. Reading is getting messy now. It turns out there are a lot of titles I want to jump into. And
of all
I don't know
of
how
your
many.
vices-
you got all these years of reading to catch up on.
Of all of your vices, and you've had a few, right? I think all of us have had a few vices. This is by far the healthiest addiction you've ever had.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's very
Well,
good. And you're
I
doing
just
audiobooks.
added
So
another worse one. The healthier, like one good addiction is, I offset it with like a.
Oh, so you've started
One is-
heroin these last couple
yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
while you're reading,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
So
That's-
Kreider, it'll probably be first of the year, but we do want to start with Adventures of Cavalier and Clay. Like that's the book.
That's gonna
I've
be the
already
book.
purchased it, but I'm not listening to it. Definitely not reading it.
And I
but
already
I'm not
own it.
listening to it until we do it together. So just that's the book. We've already decided. We just have to set a time for it. I'm gonna save Palmetto for around the table. I messed up my category in that Andrew told me my category. I was gonna ignore it, and then it turns out he told me something else, and I'm fully ignoring it. So I'm gonna talk about a 1998 film in my master category. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to cover right now, but like reading that's just where
Consumed you. I like it. It's good for you.
That's
Can I
just
ask
where
you a
I'm
question? Did Mackenzie show you the post that I told her to show you of the hairstyle?
When?
Would
I
have
don't
been-
think so.
I think it would have been today. It was either early this morning or it was late last night.
No, she didn't show me.
She needs to show you. We've been talking publicly about what you should do with your hair, and you.
Oh, because I want to keep the beard and then just shave this.
There is a middle ground, and I think it's a middle ground that you guys could both come to. So she'll have the post. It was on Instagram. She'll have to show you afterwards. But I think it could work. I still am a proponent for the shaved head and the beard. But this is maybe a step before that.
I will say that if I do the shaved head and beard, which I'm kind of excited to do, but some people are really negative about it, which hurts my excitement slightly.
Besides Mackenzie?
Even if I had good hair, I still am interested in the idea. But if I do that, I'll go at least double the length with my beard. Like I'll go longer on the beard.
This is different.
If I shave.
So this would be a different plan before going that. Who's naysaying this besides potentially Mackenzie? Or I'm presuming Mackenzie. But
in
besides
fairness,
Mackenzie,
there's within our we have a small friend group that we do some dinners periodically, and a couple of them were also on Mackenzie's side. That's hurtful, but
that is hurtful.
it's hurtful.
Let a man live. Come
Let a
on.
man live. That's what I said.
Come on. My
but-
mustache just does. I realize this when we record. My mustache looks so thick and full when we. It seems.
Do you
twice
feel like
the
you
size.
don't feel that way when you see
Well,
it
it just
normally?
seems twice the size when I look at it on the screen. Anyway, that's all.
Would my scalp burn really easily if I shave my head?
Only initially. You would just be
I
careful.
mean, you have the
initially, but-
winter to acclimate.
Yeah, only. Obviously, it would be more prone to it, but
Even though we live in Texas, or you're
Your
not here
hair's-
anymore. It's
yeah.
still hot though.
your hair is not so long or so thick that your scalp is not seeing the sun. So, but it would be more prone to it. You'd have to just be more cognizant of it. But
Yeah. The one thing I have going for me, for those that don't know, is I am very tall, so
Yes.
no one can actually see the top of my head.
Right.
I could be 50% bald, and all of the people I'm talking to, as long as I'm standing, would have no idea.
yeah, they stop being able to see at your sideburns.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
I
I've told a
I
lot
just
of
have to
people
keep
this
that
little
when they're like,
ring
"Do you notice that I'm balding?"
here.
I'm like, "No, of course not. I'm 5'2".
Yeah, you have no idea.
I've seen the top of so few people's heads.
So that's it. On the podcast side, so I just mentioned the book club. We are going to start that up. So just know that information is going to be coming. And then outside of that, there is one other really cool thing in the works. We won't dive into it now, but just keep a lookout. Okay, one more thing.
That is the vaguest tease of anything that I've ever heard.
I know. One more thing. I just want you to consider this, and I want us to answer this at the end of the episode. I want you to consider your of arguably good games, your worst board game. And the reason I say arguably good games is because it would be easy to say like Monopoly. So it has to be like
at least level 2 games.
It has to be at least a step up from that. But I do want to know your worst real board game, as opposed to what you were saddled with from your grandmother as a child. So anyway, just continue. Just think about that. I want us to revisit that at the end of the episode. But otherwise,
tough.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough.
Okay.
But Andrew, I'm gonna.
I didn't play enough games to answer this
it's
question.
Yours.
Okay, a couple things that I wanna throw out and that I wanna mention. We were talking about Lord of the Rings. I think it was right before we actually hit record.
Yeah.
Right. But on the topic of Lord of the Rings, Zelda is officially filming in New Zealand.
I was like, no.
Yes, it is.
But no. I meant like those two are not the same.
But they are now. They're in the same universe.
Well, they are filming in the same
Middle-earth
location.
is the same as
Hyrule.
Hyrule. So
you saw the first photos from the set today, I'm guessing.
I did.
They're very fine. They don't get me excited at all.
And that's what I told. That's what I told someone I was talking to about. And I didn't just see the set photos. I saw like behind the scenes set photos from a couple days ago, before like the officially released ones. Someone on the crew, presumably, was filming them shooting a scene, like with the horses and stuff like that. And that was, it got me excited to see the horses with the Triforce and everything on it. Like that was cool. But yeah, we'll see if the casting was the right call.
I just kind of think fundamentally a live action Zelda movie is not the way to go. I just don't think it's a great fit, but it's happening whether I like it or not.
Yeah. So I'm tentatively excited. I like the fact that we're getting something Zelda. Here's
the thing. I really like Zelda. It's one of the only video games I still play. I hope this movie's good, but it just, to me, I'm like, this isn't a thing that needs to be a movie. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me to make into a movie, especially since the main character doesn't even speak. Like, and I just think if it was animated, you could do, I think, what you want of this movie more easily than you're going to be able to do with live action. So whatever. It is what it is.
Did you see there was a new Andy Weir shared a new photo from Project Hail Mary?
No.
I'll send it to you. But there was a new photo dropped from that as well. Anyway, continue.
That doesn't come out until when? Next year?
March.
Yeah,
It's
we
not
got a
till March.
ways.
That's trash.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
this
Zelda movie's probably not coming out till 2029. Like,
I know. Yeah, that's fine. But we also got, on the topic of Nintendo properties getting films, this week we got the Nintendo Direct preview, first trailer of Super Mario Galaxy, the second film in the franchise, and it looks nice. Like the animation because they team up with Illumination, it looks really, really good. Jack Black is returning as the voice of Bowser. All the voice actors are returning, and then there's some new ones. The premise looks like it's going to be fun. Have you seen anything for Galaxy? Did you play Galaxy?
Oh yeah, I love Galaxy. I think that's a great game.
You weren't emoting at all with your face, and I was like, oh, maybe she
Well,
doesn't
I don't
care
want to
about
be
this,
negative, but like I didn't really love the first Mario movie. I think it's okay.
I thought the first one was so fun.
It's good. I just think it's meant for kids, and like I think that's great. It just, to me, it didn't like this is a movie I've watched a bunch of times or like really like sunk in deep for me. It just, like it's a little too much for kids for me to really like just totally love it. But I thought it was good. I just didn't like. I'm not obsessed about it, and like I think this will be also good, but I'm not like, yeah, I gotta go see it opening day.
Yeah, so speaking of things on opening day...
Unless they pull another Peaches, I'll wear my outfit.
This week, we have the opening of Wicked for Good.
Just telling Patrick before we got on, right before this, that I have bought tickets to 2 showings already.
I have 6 tickets to it that I'm trying to get rid of.
It's tough because the people that I would want to watch that with are you people and Becca. And it's hard for Becca and I to both go see a movie together right now because we have a 5-month-old. And so I was right before we hopped on here, we were sitting at dinner and just talking. And I said, who would you go see that? Like if we're going to tag team, we went and tag teamed. There was one movie that we tag teamed a few months ago where like I went one day and then like the next day she went. And we kind of realized there's the people we would want to see it with are you people. So it's like, so we don't have tickets for opening weekend yet. Like which is crazy because because we are very excited about that film, but we just don't have the capacity right now to be able to just plan that easily. So
yeah. I ended up seeing it twice because it was not easy to plan with the group of people that are all going. All wanted to go at different times, but I am very excited because I know, like, I saw the first one 3 times in theater, so I don't feel like I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to see it ever again. I know I'm gonna cry like the entire second half of the movie. Like,
I think the first one I saw in theaters 4 or 5 times. Like,
yeah.
It's
I've
crazy.
watched
like,
it at home. I don't
like
even know how many times anymore though, because I just like the music is great, so I'll just put it on sometimes in the background.
I will be crying within 20 seconds of the title card.
So before we say
as soon as like for
without saying anything, I asked Becca because Becca has never seen the Broadway show.
What does she think happens?
So I was kind of asking her like, hey, what do you think happens? And she was telling me some things. And I'm not even going to tell you what she was telling me because I don't want your reactions to inform whether or not she was right or wrong. I stayed very stoic and
I almost
kind of
want to like do the cultural osmosis of just for part 2 of what she thinks happens, because that would be an interesting question.
After we're done recording, I'll tell you what she said, and we can dialogue briefly about it. But so anyway, we're excited about that film that comes out this week. And then one other thing I want to show just as a fun show and tell, Becca is still a pass holder for Disney World, an annual pass holder, and this is what they got this year as every year, I guess they get some sort of gift. They got a 2026 calendar, annual pass holder calendar, and each month has a different Disney character that's featured in it or whatever.
And it already has all the blackout dates in.
Well, that's really cute.
Yeah, it shows you what all your blackout. It's based on your tier of whatever.
You only get that percentage of the month for each. Yeah.
But those drawings are really, really cute. I like it.
Yeah, they're all in the same styling of the new Mickey Mouse, like the new Mickey shorts, and all of the keep me on full screen for just a second because I'm going to show one other thing. And this is what all the annual pass holders, every year they get a magnet, and those magnets are done in this style too. So one year it might be Figment, one year it might be Stitch, one year it might be Oswald. But then as beyond the calendar, it also came with a sticker sheet so you can put where you're going on what days. So like, we're going to go to Animal Kingdom on July 23rd. You can peel that off and stick that on there. And so it just has a lot of fun ways to interact with this calendar. So yeah, anyway, they've got the celebration pins or the celebration buttons over here too. So if it's someone's birthday, you can put the birthday celebration there and write in, the person's name. It's just a really fun.
It's a very optimistic number of stickers.
Yeah. Well, in order for them to pay
you
for
need
this,
to have some extra, so
to get the most out of your annual pass, you have to attend this many times in order to break even.
Exactly.
But that's it. That was
cute.
a really fun thing that we weren't expecting, and all of a sudden it came in the mail 2 days ago, and we were super excited about it. So, all right, Lauren, close us out around the table.
All right. I've been to the movies a lot lately. There's a lot of great movies coming out. Last week, right after the day after our show, I went and saw Begonia, the new Yorgos Lanthimos movie, which is a fascinating movie. I would say if you haven't heard that much about this movie, that's great. You should just go see it and not look up a single thing about it. I'll kind of give you the just the log line because it is very intriguing, I think. So 2 conspiracy theorists kidnap a tech CEO because they're convinced that she is an alien and that she's going to end Earth within a few days. So they're trying to convince her not to. They do not tell you if the movie is about finding out if she is or an alien or if they're crazy or if she's crazy. It is a great movie. Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons are the main people. I'm sure they will be nominated
now I
for
remember
Oscars.
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm positive this will be big on the Oscar conversation because the entire
just love
movie is
Jesse
3
Plemons.
people in a basement. It's crazy. Very intense movie, very weird movie. I think if you like Yorgos Lanthimos movies, I would definitely say go see it. If that's not your cup of tea, which I completely understand, skip this one because it's probably the one of the more weird ones. Of his movies, this was not my favorite. It's still a good movie, but just a very strange movie. I'll just
You're saying
say
Yorgo Chrysanthemum?
very close. He hangs out with Benedict Cumberbatch.
What's another film that he's done or they've done?
Killing of a Sacred Deer, The Favorite,
Okay.
a lot of
So he did
Poor
do The Favorite.
Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Poor Things. Okay, yeah, those all feel like the same vibe as
Yeah.
Killing of a Sacred Deer is feels a
That
little
one
bit
is, I think,
tipped
the
more
most-
towards
Yeah, that's
thrillery.
the little out of the box, but still feels in his ballpark, But the other ones have more of a unique vibe. I think that was his first movie, if I remember correctly. So
And he did Rock Lobster apparently.
or The Lobster.
just kidding.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
but I love that song. But yeah, really cool movie. Definitely really liked it. I think it's a really intriguing movie. So yeah, if that kind of logline intrigues you, I would say just go for it because it's just a kind of movie you're gonna react to. I don't think you should know too much about it. I don't think that makes the movie more interesting or anything. It's just the ride is kind of the point of the movie. Also went to go see Predator Badlands. What a freaking awesome movie. I didn't know
you
that I
were a Predator person.
Yeah, I mean, I like all of those movies, but to me, they're just oh yeah, whenever that comes out, I'll go at some point or just watch it whenever because they're all fun movies. They are all fun action movies, in my opinion. I didn't know that I wanted a Predator movie from the Predator's perspective, but what a great idea. I was listening to a review of this and they were phrasing it as yeah, it's just a really cool idea because when you watch it from the human perspective, it's a horror movie. When you watch it from the Predator's perspective, it's a really cool action movie where he just gets to be super badass and kill all of his enemies and be really, just insane and violent and crazy. I mean, it checks all of those boxes. It actually is. It 100% is. They tried to kind of elevate the material, which I really respect that they are doing with Prey and this other stuff. They never needed to because to me the point of a Predator movie is the violence, the ripping out of spines, the silliness. I like those kind of movies too, but they're not really stretching that far either. It's still a very simple movie, but it's just fun to watch. They did some really cool fight
is an
scenes.
Alien film, right? It's not a Predator
correct.
film. Then I have never seen a Predator film.
I think they're all fun.
Same.
I think
Never
some
seen
are
them.
better than others, but all of them are a fun watch. It's Predator 2 is awesome. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger fighting predators and stuff. I mean, I think they're all fun. I was also gonna side recommend watching Killer of Killers, the animated Predator show that they have on Hulu, which was a spin-off of Prey, which the premise was Native Americans fight predators, and it was such a simple, beautiful premise where it's you can take anything versus predator now, and so they did ninjas or it's samurais versus predator. They did dog fighters versus predator and
Priests.
Viking lady. Yeah,
Priests versus Predators.
I don't know how long they'd last, but yeah,
They fight within, Patrick.
yeah. But yeah, that's a really cool one. I think because they used animation, they could just get away with some really cool situations and settings that wouldn't happen in a live action Predator movie, but is also just as cool. Badlands definitely sets up that they're going to make a bunch of more movies like this, which I think is really fun. I don't really know why, that they need to do this. It's interesting because you've never needed to watch any of these movies in sequence. There's not enough of a story. It's just predators kill the toughest guy so that they can prove that they're tougher. That's the point. And so the fact that they're making a lore for it is fun, but I don't know that you need it, but we'll see how deep this gets. I do think Alien's starting to get to the point where I'm oh, I just kind of want to watch the alien kill people on a spaceship. I don't need all the
Story.
Yeah. I came here for something different.
I don't need the relatability.
Yeah, and I was genuinely surprised that this also does tie into stuff that happened in Alien Earth directly. I won't say any more than that like it ties in, which I wasn't necessarily surprised by, other than the fact that when I was reading stuff about the like Alien franchise during Alien Earth, like when that was coming out, they made a point that like if a predator is in a movie, then it does not count in the like Alien canon. They are like never to mix together, because like it's like the why the Hulk can't be in like have his own movie in Marvel. It's like a rights thing. So it's like now I guess that they have the rights again. Now they're going to fully combine all of them, which is fun. But I was just like, oh, like. Again, I don't know that you need to make this like complicated lore for Alien and Predator. They're just fun movies sometimes, but that's what we're getting, and so far it's really fun.
Okay.
Definitely recommend going to see this in theaters because it's just like a big action movie, lots of fun. And that's pretty much it. There's another stuff I've been just keeping up with shows. There's a new season of Star Wars Visions out. It was, I think, a really great season. They did some continuations of previous ones, so I think that's kind of a cool idea to talk about in those kind of stories that don't have to, like they can kind of just pick and choose what they want to, leave or take up. There weren't as many claymation ones this time, which I'm always disappointed by, because I think last one had like 3 of them and they were all really good. But I think there's some really unique ones. There's like a fully hand-drawn one is the last one. And I was watching some behind-the-scenes stuff of like the artists who made it that came up on my Instagram. I'll post that. It was really, really cool to see like how they created it. But always recommend watching that show. It's just like, I love that they kind of have their own little what-if universe to play in for Star Wars. And they just do really neat things in there. And yeah.
This is adjacent to that, but it reminded me. This week, they announced that Disney Plus is going to be having AI-generated shorts by users. Like
I'm pretty
were
sure
really
I'm going
clear
to delete Disney Plus because of this.
They were clear to say AI-generated shorts by users. Do you think we were going to get some Star Wars stuff in that?
This is a thing where I don't even care because I hate this idea so fucking much.
Why?
Why?
Which part of it?
That it's because they're going to make AI stuff. They're a company that does animation. Like, why? This is like, I think, insulting to like their own work. Like,
I think that's why they were clear to say it was by users.
I don't think that makes it better. I don't think that makes it better.
They're not producing it.
To make like a weird version of like AI TikTok on Disney Plus is so unappealing to me.
Okay, what do you think, Patrick? We've got Lauren's perspective. What do you think, Patrick?
No, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I haven't read about this yet. I don't know until I understand like what the implementation is and like what the end goal is for users or for them. I don't know if I think it's a net positive or net negative. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, like AI is not going anywhere. Right. And I don't think that it should. I don't have this perspective that if something leverages AI, that automatically makes it bad. I think there are a lot of companies.
I think it's in this case of like this is a company that like, or like specifically like a medium that is like people creating things. So it's just like taking all the humanity out of it is like so not interesting.
In my mind, it's another way of leveraging a tool. I mean, ultimately. I think the biggest issue that people have with companies is less about the use of AI and more about the how uninspired it is, and it just feels shoehorned into everything. And then I know certainly if it offsets people's jobs, or especially if it offsets jobs that we perceive as jobs that have more heart or more creative endeavors, then we see it as being even more negative. But again, I don't know what the intent here is. But I'm interested to hear about it. Yeah. But yeah, I think bad AI use is oftentimes the thing that people are most resistant to, because it just feels shoehorned into every single thing we touch, even when it doesn't actually fit or have a useful place. It doesn't
add. Yeah, there's no value add to it. Yeah, I'm of that mind. I think too. When I first read it, I was not immediately like, I was not like crucifix, pouring holy water. It was like, oh, this is interesting. What are they trying to accomplish with this? And that's all they've said so far. There's not like a big, they don't have how it's going to roll out or what the intention is. They just have announced that they are going to start experimenting with some of that stuff. And obviously I hold Disney as a company to a higher standard than some people do. And then I hold animation even more. Like, that's what I want. I wanted to be a Disney animator my entire adolescence. That's what I wanted to do. So I hold it to a pretty high standard and a high value. And so I'm reluctantly intrigued by what they mean by this. This won't be, well, I can't say this with full certainty, but my guess is this won't be a replacement for generating original content. It will just be a way to explore the universe of what other people may be able to bring to the space. The fact that it's user-based and not from the studios proper is what I think intrigues me the most.
I guess it's just weird to me. I'm like, is that fan fiction then? Like, how is this qualified? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what they say. But to me, my outright reaction was just like, ew, why?
Yeah, but you said that it removes the humanity completely. Nothing removes humanity completely, because somebody has to come up with an idea, a prompt to give this thing and to oversee it. So like,
okay, so 1% humanity in the like human stories that make telling stories interesting. So to me, it's just kind of doesn't work. Like, this does not compute.
Okay, well, Patrick and I will watch it, and then we'll give you the review on it.
But I'll say, I mean, the flip side is you can argue that there are people that aren't part of the conversation that then get to be part of the conversation. Yeah. It's funny, like Jedi said something about seeing what quality they can get away with, and then will an audience be open to watching something that's the insinuation is that's lower quality, right? I know that you said something that's completely AI generated, but based on the first sentence, the insinuation is, could they get away with an audience watching something that's lower quality? I would almost argue that in a similar vein, YouTube already kind of failed at this. I mean, studios saw these YouTube channels that would amass millions of views, and we've seen several instances of studios trying to take that and actually convert that to like a streaming platform audience. Mm-hmm. And we've seen instances of them basically handing a blank check to these creators, and it just did not translate to the medium of streaming platform or living room or whole family. So I don't know. I mean, and that's not even to deal with AI, but that's still this idea of like, can we get away with this like lower hanging fruit of content creation? And so far, that's all seemed to be a giant failure. So I don't know that there's anything kind of setting a precedent that people will accept less than what they're already getting.
Than what they're expecting, yeah.
Than what they're expecting, because you would have thought if anything would have translated, it would have been some of these YouTube personalities, and that has not worked.
Yeah, and we've got a statement. That's all we have right now. We don't have any information. I'm interested to see how this thing unfolds. Lauren, they've got some work to do to convince you, obviously.
For sure.
Whereas maybe Patrick and I are just a little bit more open to the idea of what they may present.
I assume it'll be done poorly and completely from like a cash grab perspective. I just don't want to write it off without seeing it.
I don't even presume that. I don't think my personal opinion would be, if they try this and they see like it doesn't pass their quality specs, we'll never see this. It's more likely that this never actually launches, similarly to when we're at D23 and they give you all of these new attractions that are coming out, and then this in the next 5 years, and then quietly half of those just disappear. Right. So like, right. Yeah. It's possible just the statement alone was testing the market, you know? So we'll see how this thing kind of unfolds as we go. But, yeah, anyway, you talking about Visions, and because Visions it's not AI, I get that. But Visions
that's the kind of thing to me where like, if that becomes AI, that's useless to me.
Okay. But what if you didn't know that it was AI? What if you watched something and then you found out later?
It just makes me sad. It's not that you can't create cool things with AI. I don't want to say that. It's just like, to me, the point of making art is the like human presence behind it. So like, it's not that these things don't have a purpose or whatever, like AI things, but like to take one of the biggest content creators in the world to switch over to making AI content by users that you're probably not going to pay people for either. It's just sad.
Okay, we need to just maybe hop off of this topic because I have other thoughts on it, but we just need to maybe spend more time. Once we understand what they're doing, maybe we can have a deeper conversation.
It's very hypothetical,
yeah. All right, so what did you have?
And I think you're giving them a way bigger benefit of the doubt than I'm extending.
That's very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredibly clear. Did you have anything else for your Around the Table?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so that's going to be it for the Around the Table. Up next, we're going to head over to our master categories. Our master categories, each episode when we talk about the dice we rolled the week before, they give us our categories. We then pick our topics based on those categories. Lauren, why don't you just pick up where you were at?
I was like, it's kind of funny because this is like the human side of like loving movies and stuff is like what I'm going to talk about.
Can I real quick? I want a real quick sidestep to just say that I made
Yeah.
the comment earlier about I don't even remember if this was on the episode or before the episode, but I made the comment about some of the ways that I'm getting older, and one of those is that I don't know that I'll be able to tell AI content from non-AI content.
I mean, it is getting
you know
really
how
convincing though. That's the thing; it gets better and better. But
some
I feel like
people
we're
have like a
going back
radar
into
for
another
it.
conversation.
And I think I am not. I think I don't have that radar. I think I'm going to see content. Just like, yep, seems like content.
It's similar to you as just hearing these new phrases that kids come up with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just.
Well, I just assume like, oh, they need to go to the
6'7".
hospital. That's a stroke. I think they're saying my height all the time, and every time I say my height, people get so pumped about it.
Yeah, everyone starts doing this.
Yeah.
We need to move past the 6'7" of it all. But
Yeah,
can I sidestep to just say I'm proud of us as a trio for how we handled that very different. Like Patrick was the median, I was this side of it, and Lauren was the other side. I'm very proud of our ability to navigate that, speak our opinions, and respect each other's opinion, and then gracefully move on. We've not
Y'all
always
don't know that I have dolls of each of you in my bedroom. I'm gonna go just stab them with needles.
That's fine. That's still healthier than doing it to each other in front of an audience. So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge our growth and say I'm proud of us.
And my age.
did it.
And now, Lauren, you can talk about your humanity.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, there we go.
No worries. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, I got fashion, and I was going to talk about Super Yaki Shop, which is, like, I kind of thought of this because, like, it's time to buy Christmas gifts. This is a place where I always look for really, like, unique clothes for any pop culture affiliated friends that I have because it's kind of, like, really fun, deep cuts of stuff, and, like, they are just, like, fellow nerds who kind of, like, also just love movies. So I really like the kind of stuff they do. I'm putting a link in the chat to go to the website. But basically, like, their premise is like a shop for people who like movies. And so, like, some of the things that they like went viral for was they have these T-shirts that say "directed by," but it's in like the style of the credits for whatever movie they're in.
I've
and
seen
I think
that shirt.
yeah, and their most
shirt.
viral thing that they've had is they had like a bumper sticker that says like "honk if you'd rather be watching the 1999 cinematic masterpiece The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz." That's kind of like their vibe. They do a lot of like small runs for like a lot more like indie movies or like movies that don't always get like a ton of spotlight. Right now they have a lot of Guillermo del Toro stuff, but like he was not always winning Oscars and shit. He used to be like the weird guy. But that's also just like someone they're big fans of. And I also feel like he fits into the like weird genre kind of stuff that not everybody is as into as like say we are, for example. But they just have like really fun stuff. They have a lot of clothes that are just like I love the movies, or like, you know, like they have a new line that shirts that say like animation is cinema, kind of in a like Schoolhouse Rock style, or just like kind of like the intermission little like food guys.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Yeah. Let's all go to the lobby, guys. And they do hire a lot of like real artists to do the artwork for their T-shirts. Like I know a lot of people that have been hired by them. That's like how I found out about them. They used to be based in Houston, and so they did some little shows here. But now they are all in LA. But I still buy a lot of their stuff because I think they're awesome. I think, like, honestly, if you like movies, you should definitely check out this their stuff. Like, they have, like, pins, they have shirts, they have candles, they have, like, all this other fun stuff. Like, I think it's awesome.
There's a shirt that the very first shirt on their site is a Goofy movie, but it's just a movie. And, like,
yeah, I kept staring at that one because I was like, I know what this is from, but it's like not clicking in my brain.
It's a Goofy movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it just says a movie in that font. I like how they just use the fonts, and for like, I think like people like us who are designers, like it's such a fun little like instant recognition into the like style of whatever movie or whatever without being like a big statement or something. Like, it's just a subtle little like nod that always works just right, in my opinion. I have like the Wes Anderson one that they did a while ago. They tend to run out of stuff pretty quickly. They only do smaller runs of stuff. So like if you want something, they do pre-orders, or you need to just go ahead and buy it. They don't often bring back stuff. It's not like always the case, but I think they just like part of it is the like limited run exclusivity. They do a good job with like lots of different sizes, and all their stuff is super high quality. I have a bunch of their shirts and stuff, and they've lasted a long time. They have like no like wear down from washing it too much or anything like that. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, this is rad.
Yeah.
This is the type of stuff that always makes me sad.
Why?
Because there's no computers involved. Just there's no technology.
Yeah, because it's not all AI generated, and that makes me sad. No, because this is fashion is one of those things that I really want to participate with. And unfortunately, I get.
They have so many black T-shirts that you could buy, though.
But do they have tall? Do they have tall size?
I think they have like 4XL. So check. I don't know for sure. I've never looked because I'm small.
It makes it bigger, but it doesn't make it taller.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
it would just be a belly button shirt.
It would just see my.
They do have really cute crop tops.
Shoes are a similar thing of like. So me being tall, then I'm like, okay, well, shit. Like I can't.
Yeah.
Nobody has tall sizes, so I'll just get really awesome shoes, and then I also wear shoes that are big. In
order for you to be
16.
fashionable, it is going to cost you.
So
easily 50% more than any other human.
Yeah. I'll have to find someone to make it like bespoke for me, or I'll have to go print it myself.
You're basically living the life of an NBA player without the salary of an NBA player.
Without the money to purchase things to look cool.
100%.
I feel like you should, just get used to crop tops and live that life.
I think I told y'all this, but do y'all remember Little People Big World?
Yeah.
Do I remember it?
Yeah.
I have the box set.
Yeah. I think you might.
I love that show.
Right,
I love the roll-offs. Come on, man.
If I remember right, didn't the guy like go to hotels and sell like Little People packages?
Yep.
I don't remember what they were called, but it'd be like
people packages. But yes. It was
What does that mean?
He was a dancer.
Step stools.
Yes.
It was step stools for accommodating little people for their hotel rooms. Yeah.
So like a hotel would have it, and then if someone checks in that's a little person needs accommodation, then they have like the thing to outfit the room of like, here's this thing and here's this thing, and so that way they can like use the sink and they can use it whatever, and be comfortable. Yeah. I need to sell that for tall people.
You need one that's basically just a step ladder.
Yes. But I need like a riser to put on the counter to like lift everything up closer to me. I need a big funnel when I'm peeing in the toilet.
Yeah. You need all of the everything to just get bigger.
Come up. Yeah. I need like a platform for the bed. It'd be like a whole thing. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to figure. I want to be the what's his name? Matt
Roloff, yeah.
I want to be the Matt Roloff
of big people.
Of
big people.
Yeah. We're going to call it Big People, Little World.
Of Big People, Little World. That'll play. Is TLC a thing still?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
There's so many bad shows still on.
It doesn't stand for the Learning Channel.
I mean, 99% of it is some spin-off of 90 Day Fiancé now, but...
It's about to be a large channel.
80 Day Fiancé?
Well, there's like 90 Day Fiancé, 90 Day Fiancé the other way, 90 Day Fiancé dating show, like 90 Day Fiancé UK. There's a whole bunch of different ones.
What's
I'm
the
forgetting.
other way of being a fiancé?
Like they're like, so the original one is like foreigners coming to the U.S. and the other one is U.S. going to foreign countries.
Have you seen?
Oh yeah, and TLC is also MILF Manor and like I forget the one about terrible moms. Yeah. Tom brought this up in chat, but there was a show on TLC called MILF Manor, which was like The Bachelor, except it was like 7 hot moms and like 7 like boys or whatever for them to date.
That's problematic. Did y'all see the finale of Taskmaster yet?
No. I've only watched the first 2 episodes. I can't watch that show unless Hercules is in bed.
You were just so excited about saying butt stuff. It reminded me of something for the finale, and I was gonna. But you'll have to wait and see it. It also involves a butt.
Have you ever coughed so I have such a deep cough that your chest and shoulders hurt afterwards, like it was like bronchial. I just had one of those. Like my body's still kind of tingling from that cough.
Interesting. You might have disconnected an organ.
Great. Yeah. It feels nervous.
It reminds me, because Tom is in chat and hearing this. You sounded as excited as what's her name did when she got to squirt him from the butt. If that'll make sense to you, but that was the same level of excitement I just saw on Andrew's face, and that's what I was. That's good. Okay. Anyway.
Well, Super Yaki stuff is cool.
It is really cool.
I think I've seen Mackenzie's shirt where it's the G is for Gerwig.
Oh, nice. I saw her call that out, but I just thought she was saying that she liked that shirt. Yeah, I think their stuff is really fun. Like, I think honestly, it's like if you're a movie nerd, this website is for you. It's kind of like I feel like, you know, if Box Lunch did weirder movies.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's like an easier way to sell it.
Would be like the pop punky stuff.
I mean,
the
it's like
mainstream pop punky stuff.
Well, it's the stuff that is nerdy and doesn't go quite in Hot Topic, but they sell so much of that shit that they made their own store.
Yeah. And it's like Disney's version of that.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of Disney. They have a lot of different nerd properties. I actually like Box Lunch too, but it is like a lot more like mainstream.
I don't think that Super Yaki is good for everybody who just likes movies. You have to like a specific kind of movie to like this, I think. Like if you're only into mainstream box office-y things, I don't think
Sure, yeah, if that's the only thing you watch, yeah. But yeah, it's a little more like
if
independent
you watch
movies.
Anything
yes.
A24, you'll appreciate
Yes, there
this.
you go. There you go.
This is the website.
And they have
for
partnered
A24
with
fans.
A24 in certain different movies and actually done merch for their movies
Least
before.
shocking
so,
thing
yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
in this podcast so far. Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. They do a lot of cool stuff. I followed them for a long time, and they just keep getting better. And they're run by really nice people. So can't recommend Super Yaki more if you're looking for a place to get some cool T-shirts for Christmas.
And everything looks like it's from the 90s, so you know it's on trend.
Yeah. Perfect.
And I can't recommend it anymore. All right, what's next?
Patrick, why don't you go? Your
This is
mystery
gonna be-
category.
This is going to be fun for how much this doesn't fit into anything. And that is the film Palmetto, the 1998 film from Volker Schlundorf, German director, came to America, had a couple of, I would say, acclaimed films. There were films that were nominated for awards, went back to Germany, came back to America, and then made this film. Lead role, Woody Harrelson. This is when Woody Harrelson is transitioning, I guess, to more serious roles, to just being himself. And then also Elizabeth Shue, Chloe Sevigny, Michael Rappaport. Was not expecting that. Gina Gershon. Hearing all of this, cast sounds exciting. Watching the trailer for the film, it's about a guy that meets an attractive woman, and she kind of, he's fresh out of prison. She's kind of luring him to like go bad. It's like this present day neo-noir film set in Florida. And, but he's a little bit not goofy, but, he's trying to be this like bad, serious person, but at the same time ends up like being clunky or clumsy. And so you watch the trailer, you see the cast. Again, it feels like very exciting. Like this is right up my alley, something I'd want to see. And boy, was it just a movie. Have you heard of this movie at all, Lauren?
No, I have not.
Andrew, have you seen the film?
Yes, I have seen this film.
It was just kidding. Andrew and I, we both watched it this week. And it's just not the film you think it's going to be. I don't know how to explain it because all the people are there. The plot that I said is there. The trailer, minus the like cheesy 90s voice, it's plenty good. For all purposes, this should have been a really good watch. And I just found myself like scratching my head, like, what's going on right now? And
it's not the sum of it's what you're saying.
And then all of a sudden, it amps up into some crazy moments. To give you an idea, there are 2 times that we see someone get boiled down with acid and put down a drain.
2 times?
We go from someone goes to light a cigarette. Woody Harrelson goes to light a cigarette, and the flame bounces back and burns his eyebrows. Really hilarious. To a girl getting turned into soup and put down a drain, and it's like it's so quick. It's like shocking.
Yikes.
The like tonally how much it jumps. So anyway, there's some twists and turns in the film, but it just ends up in such a weird place. And then on top of that, it is supposed to have sex appeal throughout. To be clear, not sex, much to Andrew's disappointment. Chagrin.
There was a lot of promise of sex. And
there was
not
a lot of
delivery.
promise of sex, a lot of intent for sex appeal, and it is some of the most off-putting stuff that I have. The poses, the breathing, the sweating. It is one of the. I felt very uncomfortable watching the film, but for not any of the normal reasons to feel uncomfortable. Just because of like really awkward, clunky reasons.
It would have been better had it just been a softcore porn.
Straight sex.
Like,
I
it
would
would
have
have been less
been more
uncomfortable.
comfortable with that than
Yes.
what I saw. So anyway, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend seeing Palmetto. It's available on Tubi for free. Tubi. I never watched Tubi. Apparently, there's some free stuff on there.
All of Lego Masters Australia is on Tubi. That's the only thing I've ever watched on there.
So I loved downloading Tubi, and I was like, this is where they're gonna get me. I told Patrick, I said, I don't want to download an app and get a whole
don't have to sign up.
account to do this. But when I downloaded Tubi and then I clicked on it and it said, do you want to sign in or just watch for free? I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the future.
Yeah.
This is the future.
I got way more pumped about that app now being on my device than watching that film.
Than having watched the film Palmetto. Yeah.
I deleted Palmetto immediately, kept Tubi. So anyway, it's available on Tubi. I don't recommend it. I was about to say unless you want to. No, I just straight do not recommend the film. I don't think it's worth taking the time on. I guess
You wanted to talk
just
about
want
this as
to
your
see-
master category to just dissuade everyone from watching it.
Unless you just need to see Woody Harrelson's filmography, just don't do it. And
This is like his first it's almost like he was trying out True Detective like 25 years early.
Well, I mean, I think
Best-
they picked him for True Detective because of movies like this.
Best actor or actress in the film was Gina Gershon, I would say, or Michael Rappaport. The worst was just everyone else, but the attorney that it opens with, shockingly bad,
Extremely bad.
And it never recovered. So anyway,
Lauren,
that's
let me
Palmetto,
get,
but
so
more
Patrick
importantly,
said the
it's
thing about
Tubi.
vats of acid. The end of this film, so I'm not going to give spoilers in terms of characters, but the end of this film very much plays like a live, like a serious version of the final scene of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah.
Almost shot
Wow.
for shot. The final scene of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, or the
I
climactic
don't think
scene,
I
I
want to
guess.
watch that.
It's bad. It's quite bad.
Not the worst Woody Harrelson that I've seen.
That's true.
not the worst, but I wouldn't recommend it.
What is your least favorite Woody Harrelson movie then?
White Men Can't Jump.
I was actually looking up to answer the question that was in chat. I was going to look up and see. Palmetto was post Wag the Dog, before The Thin Red Line.
It also came on the heels that year. The films
But yes,
that were
after White Men Can't Jump, yeah.
the films that were in theaters that year, like the box office ones, were it came on the heels of at the end of 1997 was Titanic. Then it was Saving Private Ryan in 1998, and there was another one that it's like, what was the other one? Saving Private Ryan and something else. But
It was another huge blockbuster, just massive blockbuster.
these films that are setting box office records, and then you've got this Palmetto, and it's like, oh, okay, that also exists too.
all
His
movies
worst
are
film
good.
is, I think his worst film forever in culture will be Rampart. All right, that's it from me. Which I think did y'all know the Rampart story with Woody Harrelson?
I don't even know what that is.
You're familiar with Reddit and AMAs, Ask Me Anythings. And so typically people will go in there and they'll answer questions.
Wait, is this a movie that he's making that's going to take like 100 years to make or something crazy? Or maybe it's not him.
You're thinking of John Malkovich, who has a film that's already been made and it's locked into a vault until so many years
That's what it
have
is.
passed,
Sorry,
and that way nobody will get to see it and all that stuff. So people go in there and do AMAs, and of course they'll typically be doing a big project at the time, but they'll answer other questions throughout their career, and then at the end of the AMA they tend to plug their project. It's kind of like you go on the Hot Wings challenge. You have to eat all the wings to talk about your thing. In this case, you need to like spend 2 hours just answering questions from strangers on the internet. So Woody Harrelson did an AMA, and AMAs were pretty big, and they pull big names. He basically answered none of the questions, sidestepped all of them, and just said, "Go watch Rampart," for like for however long the AMA was
Somebody
going on.
has been media trained.
And it was awful. It like people were incensed at the time at the way he acted, and so that's all I think of now when I think of Woody Harrelson as Rampart. So, all right, Andrew, it's just you, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
So, Volker Schlossinger's other famous work is what I'm going to talk about. And that's the Australian animated show Bluey. No, so I got a 20, so I could talk about whatever I wanted. And surprisingly, getting the freedom to talk about whatever you want is kind of paralyzing. So I was trying to figure out what the heck I was going to talk about.
It's either like I know exactly what I'm talking about, or I'm stuck.
Or yeah, and I hit the I'm stuck phase, and so I was asking Becca, I'm like, what the heck am I talking about? She's like, well, I'm just talking about Bluey. Like, oh yeah. I had heard about Bluey. Everyone's heard about Bluey. Doesn't matter if you have kids, if whatever, like, you have heard about Bluey. And I heard about it all the time. Love Bluey. And this had a 18-year-old boy. Like, we're not watching this together, right? And then years go by, and then lo and behold, now I have a 5-month-old daughter. And so it's like Bluey now exists in my zeitgeist. So I'm like, okay, well, we'll watch Bluey. Bluey is freaking phenomenal. It is. There's times where Daphne has moved on to just chewing on her avocado toast like a little like chew toy. They're not chew toys. That's a dog thing. Teething toy.
She gets avocado toast?
Yeah, she has on her little seat. It's like a piece of toast that like crinkles when you bite it, and then an avocado, like a little piece of avocado. So she'll just be going to town on that, not paying attention. But I'm like enamored watching these 8 or 9 minute long episodes of Bluey. But if you're unfamiliar with what Bluey is, other than the concept of it, and you've heard about it, let me just give you just a quick synopsis of what it is. It is an animated TV show. It's based in Australia, about a family of 4 dogs. You've got I don't know what the dad's name is now that I'm starting to say it out loud. It just says dad on IMDb.
Wait,
do you think
say
it's
the
just
other
dad?
one's names and I might know it, but I don't.
So the mom's name is Chili, and then you have Bingo, which is the youngest daughter, and then you have Bluey, who is also a girl. A lot of people who
I
don't
only
watch
know
the show,
of this through other people. Is the dad's name Banjo, or did I make
Yes,
that up?
Bandit.
Okay.
Bandit.
Okay.
Not
okay.
Banjo.
Yeah. Okay. I was close.
Yeah, the dad's name is
take it.
Banjo, and the mom's name is Kazooie. And there's a whole video game franchise about this back on the NES.
Banjo could
on
be
the
a dog's
Nintendo
name.
64.
It's cute.
No, so Bandit and Chili are the mom and dad, and then you've got Bingo and Bluey. And I never knew this until watching the show. Finally, after all these years of hearing about it, Bluey is a girl, so it's 2 sisters. And the basic premise of this is just you see the world through these little girls' eyes, and they make like the regular daily tasks of things, these kind of fanciful experiences. And what you really get is, Kreider just said they don't even have kids, and they've watched like 10 episodes of it, and they love it.
Yeah, I have friends who have kids who are like, just watch this one, or like watch this clip, and so I've seen chunks, like episodes. Not like I've never watched all of them, but
yeah, and I'll get to why that's kind of an anomaly with this show specifically. But the general premise is you're seeing their day-to-day life, like these mundane things, through the eyes of these little girls, and they kind of turn them into these fanciful things when they play. like things. It's kind of a weird thing to try to explain, but like there's a character. I'm doing air quotes. That's a sock puppet or like a puppet thing, and the puppet is is being puppeted by the father, right? By Bandit. However, it starts doing things that a puppet would not be able to do. It takes on like it's able to function like it's its own thing, like independent from the hand of the thing. So you're seeing through like the imagination of these little girls. And one thing that you'll see in the show a lot is that the parents set a really, really unhealthy expectation of what good parenting is. Because their level of excitement and engagement in these kids is you can't do that. Like, it doesn't matter. You'd be the best parents in the world and not be able to be Bandit.
Well, no one's perfect.
No, they are the perfect example of parents.
No one's Bandit and Chili.
No one's Bandit and Chili. I'm just gonna get a t-shirt that just says "Don't expect me to be Bandit." But what's really special about this show, and you kind of alluded to it a little bit, Lauren, is there are these episodes. They don't just do throwaway, gaggy type, childy things. They deal with real topics. They deal with death. There's an episode about miscarriage. They deal with real things about being bullied, about friends leaving and coming back, and all of these things. They deal with parents losing jobs and changing jobs and moving. Like they deal with these kind of deep things, and they don't shy away from talking about it either. They don't kind of like cloak them in fun things. They allow the characters. Each of the characters has their own episodes where they get to just explore their feelings unapologetically. And there is some humor that is strictly for parents. Like that kids wouldn't even get it. There's humor that is strictly for parents. So much so, some of these shows, so this show is aired all over the world. Some cultures and some countries have edited specific episodes and specific parts of specific episodes out of their airing altogether, because in their culture it's considered rude, like to talk about bathroom, like stuff that goes on in the bathroom and things like that, or rude humor. Some of that stuff gets edited out, and you wouldn't necessarily think that that's going to be an issue for a show that is literally primarily written for young children. But it is. I would recommend this show to every single person that I would encounter. I don't think you have to have kids, and I think even if it's not just 1 or 2 episodes, you can watch the entire run. And I was trying to see how many episodes there are. There's like 140 or just shy of 140 episodes.
They're short episodes though. They're like
most of them are short. There are some long. There are some long ones. But the average time is about 8 minutes. And they have
they're even shorter than I realized.
They even have short ones that are like 3 minutes long. There's like a chunk of one of the seasons.
I remember cartoon shows being like that when we were kids. Like a 30-minute block might have like 2 or 3 shorter stories. You know.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. Like these are all individual episodes. But
this was in the days of cable when they didn't have streaming and could just take episodes whatever length they wanted. But
some individual episodes are only like 3 minutes long. And so watching this, there's a couple things I want to point out. One, I'm not Australian. You learn a lot of lingo by watching this show, because the stuff that they talk about. They use Australian, slang and Australian lingo, and so you get a vibe for what that means. There's also this wiener dog. There's a wiener dog character, but I'm not talking about the wiener dog character. There's this wiener dog illustration. It's a line drawing of a wiener dog, and apparently, I've not been able to find it in every episode, but apparently it is hidden in every episode. It's like a hidden Mickey, but it's this hidden wiener dog in every episode somewhere. Hidden in the background or the foreground. So there you can gamify it too by trying to watch out. And sometimes I'll be trying to watch out for this wiener dog, but then I get sucked into the story and I realize 4 minutes later the episode's ending, and I'm like, dang it. But we've watched it pretty thoroughly. One final thing, Patrick, have you heard anything about? Oh, his name is Long Dog. not wiener dog.
Oh,
sorry.
cute.
Nice.
Is
I love that long dog.
Patrick? You've heard the theme. We've all
Short.
heard the theme, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have. It's very cute.
Yeah.
That one?
Do you? Yes. Have you heard anything about the musical anomaly of that theme?
No.
Okay, so the beginning is them playing a game, and it's basically like musical chairs type thing. But when their name gets yelled out, they get out and they have to watch everyone else play. So, mom, dad, bingo, and then the final one is Bluey. So Bluey ends up winning the game. That's kind of the premise of the opener. I had to read about that, by the way. They don't tell you that. But they're playing that game, the intro of every episode. Go and listen to the timing.
What is it a sped up version of?
It's not a sped up version of anything.
Okay.
The musical
slowed down
timing
now.
changes in between each of those sections. And like if the song is in 4/4, the break in between the first section is like 3/8. And then then you get back to 4/4 and then it jumps to like 3/5. And then it gets shorter and shorter until you get to Bluey. And I had to watch this. It's not so many people play, like you'll see bands play this. Like punk bands will play it to be fun, like at their concerts or whatever. Very few people play it accurately because there is this weird kind of staggered timing, this time frame that happens. And I think you would find that interesting, Patrick. I watched a video about it, and it was by a musician, and he was counting it out in each of the things. So the first one ends
This
on
is
like
what
2.5
you need TikTok
measures.
For. That's like the good stuff you find on TikTok. That kind
Yeah, I
of
think
thing.
I saw this on an Instagram reel. Yeah, which has basically just been ported over from TikTok.
Well, it's so funny how many of them have the little TikTok tag on the left.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I think you'd find that really interesting, Patrick. Just the musical timing of and what made them decide. I have no idea what made them decide to do that. It could have just been.
Budget
It could have
cuts.
just been the same, and it would have been
Couldn't
fine. I
afford
don't
all
think.
that time.
Yeah. So anyway, Bluey. I would love to draw all of these characters just because
They're very cute.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with Budget the dog.
budget. There is a
You
reality.
should do
in
like
which-
your own, like your dog as a Bluey character.
Hercules.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Well, and
You
Becca just heard
actually
it, so
had
now
not a
you
bad
have
idea.
to. Now
Oh,
you have
hey.
to do it because Becca heard it.
I can foresee a real reality in which I end up having a Bluey tattoo.
Do
for
me
sure.
as
Oh,
as
I love
Bluey.
it.
For sure. Maybe I'll
Do
get
me-
Long Dog hidden on my body.
That's surprisingly dirty.
Coming out your butt.
You mean
Only
up your
TSA
butt?
can find it.
Your butt. If I was a Bluey character, who would I be?
If you were a Bluey character, who would you be?
Yeah.
I think you would be Rad. Rad is like the uncle, or like the Bluey's married in uncle. Halfway through or towards the end of the series, her mom's, so Chili's sister, marries Rad. But Rad is in the series. He's like the fiance or whatever. I think you'd be Rad.
And he finds love?
He does. He does. So there's hope. There is hope.
There's hope for Rad. All right, now you have to do me.
Lauren, you would be. I think you would be Bandit.
Okay.
Yeah,
dad?
Bandit's.
The dad?
Yeah, genuinely,
I'll take it.
Bandit might be the best character. But just in way of like, you're down for anything, you're willing to try anything, like that. Genuinely, it feels like you.
Oh,
feels
that's
like,
so cute. Thank
yeah.
you.
Bandit
think
hates
that's real.
AI.
Hates AI. There's 3 episode arc about how he hates AI. This episode is about Dad hating AI. Yeah, so that's Bluey. Yeah, it's okay to love
Nice.
it. It's okay to love things.
That's
So
good.
let's just love these fun.
It's okay to like what you like.
The series is over.
Fun
It's
and
3
cute.
seasons and it's done.
Yeah.
But they are, I believe, working on a movie, and I think it comes out in 2027.
The Bluey?
The Blue,
Bluey.
yeah, the Bluey. I just saw a note about when the
Bluey
movie comes
movie.
out, and now I'm missing it. It's either 26 or 27. But yeah, anyway, that's what we're talking about. Okay, on that note, let's roll our dice and we'll head on out of this episode. But let's figure out.
We're gonna head out,
about.
but while you're rolling your dice, consider your board game.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
I rolled a 5. And
I also rolled a 5, so we're gonna have to re-roll.
I rolled lucky number 13 and a 4, which means anytime.
I rolled a 13.
All right, I got 3 now. So you guys re-roll. I'll make sure that we've all got different numbers for
18.
I got
18?
an 18. What was it? 18.
Podcast
20.
or podcast YouTube 20. All right, you take that one.
I got
a
20.
2.
You're safe now.
I
Andrew,
got
what's
a
yours?
2. A 2.
2. A 2's okay. 2 is gonna be travel,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
and I got a 3, so that's TV. A 3, 4.
Okay, so let me
any TV.
let me throw this out there. I was going to be a jerk and say of decent board games, my least favorite is Root. But that's not fair.
Yeah.
I don't love Root, but it's not fair. So I am truly picking Cosmic Encounters. And this is not a easy
Vendetta?
pick. Overall rank on Board Game Geek is 223. So this is pretty up there in the scope of how many board games exist. But the imbalance that can be had if people team up, the amount that the game can be taken out of your hands, and the fact that you could be at the table and literally not get to participate for large chunks of the game, that's not a game.
Mm-hmm.
And so Cosmic Encounters, love the little
That's
stackable.
not a game.
No. Love the little stackable discs, but that is probably the no, it is. It is the worst board game experience I've had with what should have been a very good board game.
It is. Where are you looking at the list on? Because there's a couple different lists. Are you looking at?
So I just have Cosmic Encounters pulled up, and it shows the overall rank.
There used to be a way you could see the overall. You could see the actual list.
I think you can go to browse, and you can just sort by overall rank if you want to, and then you can see the top games that way. But yeah, that has to be mine.
I don't think I've ever played this.
Are you
game.
sure you can sort by
Yeah, if you click on browse all board games,
all board
and
games?
then where it says board game rank, click it.
I see.
It just starts sorted, but you can
I
just
see.
get it into the top sorting. And
Okay.
you can scroll through that way.
All right. Go ahead, Lauren.
I don't really have an answer because I don't play nearly as many board games as you guys. Like, I honestly
That's fine.
couldn't
What
think
is
of
the
one that I
worst
played that I really
one?
don't like.
Yeah, what's the worst one you remember playing recently? Crider in chat is saying Carcassonne, which
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I know it. I absolutely know it.
I know what you're gonna say.
I was like, I know a game that I don't like, but it's like everyone else likes it. It's only me who doesn't like it.
What is it?
I don't like Werewolf. I just don't find that game fun. Everyone else likes
Okay.
it. I'm just not
that's
good at that kind of game, and I don't find it super fun.
Is it just that you don't like hidden identity? You don't like having to distrust people?
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't like. I always end up getting picked to be out of those games very early, and I just don't like. It's just not very fun to me. And
Sure.
so
I
it's
get
kind of
it.
what you were saying about that other game, where if you're out, you're out. And so I don't I think it's also just hard for me to wrap my head around the rules. So I just don't enjoy playing it personally.
Sure.
It's not fun to me.
Crider, what you're describing?
But everyone else likes it. I'm very aware of that. Sorry.
No. I listen. It makes 100% sense. Crider, what you're describing with King of Tokyo, I have had good experiences with King of Tokyo, and therefore
Same.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But what you're describing is exactly why I picked the game that I picked. Andrew, I know what you're going to say, but I'm not going to steal your thunder. So go ahead.
Settlers of Catan.
Oh,
not
That's not
what
what
I
you
thought
thought
you
I
were
was
gonna
going to
say.
say. That
No.
game, I used to really enjoy that game, but I played it with someone who, first of all, that's the only game they ever wanted to play. Ever. And it's because they knew how to manipulate that game and win every single time and dominate. Not just win, dominate. I just got to this place where it was no longer fun to play. They'd be like, "Oh, let's play Settlers of Catan." No, I refuse to play that with you.
To be fair, I've played it probably 5 times ever. So it's a lot different.
We all could play.
We would play it I'm not joking, probably 5 times over the course of 3 or 4 days. That's how regularly that game was played for a season.
I think, I can understand why it would get boring at that point.
You can't do that.
Patrick, what game did you think I was going to say? Because I think I know.
Dominion.
So Dominion is a game that is a game I would play. It's not my least favorite game. It's just the ugliest game. Like, I love the mechanics of that game. I'll just never own it. I would never own Dominion because the game is just gross looking.
You can't bring yourself to, like, it's like letting a vampire in your house.
Yeah, once you invite it in, it'll do its damage, right? So I got to keep it at an arm's length. But yeah, Settlers of Catan is one that I just, and everyone loves it. It is beloved. And no,
I've seen cosplays of this game.
too much. It just, it's got a trauma trigger for me. So
that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say, Tom, Monopoly is bad, but we purposely said we weren't going to pick any
domestic
low-hanging
games.
board games. Because otherwise I'm picking Tic-Tac-Toe.
What?
That's not even a board game. That's like a paper game.
So can I tell you this? I'm gonna take
Battleship sucks.
I'm gonna take a 30-second.
I think it's okay,
a 30
but it just takes forever.
Rant here for a second. I have brought games to my work and have introduced all of my work people to games, and for a while, all we would ever play is the game that I introduced to people, and it made me burn out on these games that I loved. To a point where now I don't even play the games when they play them.
Yeah, I feel like board games are kind of meant to be played spaced out, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have as much fun if I keep playing the same one over and over.
There was a season where every day at lunch we were playing Trails of Tucana.
I knew
every
that
day at lunch we were playing what's the dice game?
Excuse me.
What's the dice game? Where you're
not chicken?
Farkle.
Yahtzee.
Farkle.
Dice Throne. I don't know.
And then there was, and I love both those games, and I had just burned out on them. And then finally, the newest one is Flip 7, which I love Flip 7. And I saw it start to happen with Flip 7, so I removed myself from the environment before I could get burned out on it.
Well, that's good.
Why don't you?
I like that everyone actually plays the games together. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Remind me again, what's the game where you're fighting against all of Hitler's army, but it's a big map of
Black Orchestra.
I can't wait to play that again.
It's a great game.
Have had so many good rounds of that game,
and we've lost at least.
I don't think we've ever
won.
It. Maybe we've won once, but
we won once at your house.
Okay, yeah.
It's
just I was sitting here thinking, I was about to make a joke that you should take Black Orchestra to your work. But in reality, that's a game I would love to play again.
Yeah, so, there are some good ones out there. Good question, Patrick. Good question.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
All right.
On that note, you can go find links to all the stuff we talked about in show notes over at mof1.network. And like Patrick said, maybe just check in there every so often, because there may be some new stuff happening in the works. So
like a book club.
I was on book club, and then this other really mysterious thing that Patrick said.
Vague.
Very vague. And also hit the M of One shop while you're on there. I did that earlier today and saw a bunch of really great stuff from Not Cool Co. On there. So if you want to get some of that,
our stickers in my Etsy
great
shop.
swag, head over to the M of One shop on the mof1.network. Like and subscribe. Share this with people. Genuinely, that's super helpful when you do that. PAX Unplugged is coming up this weekend. So for all you board gamers, head up to the north. It's in Philadelphia, I think.
Oh.
Nice. Kreider can correct me on that. But man, I just heard about, I know we're in the outro, but I just heard about Ticket to Ride Legacy. Did not know there was a Legacy version of Ticket to Ride. I would be super down to play Ticket to Ride Legacy. That's all.
What could you possibly do in it? I guess you can't find out until you play it. You're not allowed to open that box till you get to
Jason.
there, so.
Jason told me a couple of how they like the map expands, and there's like these side quest things that you have to do, and yeah. So, but I would absolutely love to play Ticket to Ride.
I will say
Legacy,
Scythe, the Scythe campaign is one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite experiences I've ever
Scythe
had.
is incredible. I don't have that anymore. I don't have any of these games anymore.
But I'm talking about specifically like the whatever it's called, the campaign for it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Scythe, but the deal with Scythe is like you have to play a modified rule set. Once you learn the game, it is overpowered for one faction.
There's one faction that is OP. Yep.
Yeah, so you do have to play like a modified rule set, but that doesn't affect like the campaign. So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, I don't know where I was at, but just check it out. We're on Slack. You find the little Slack icon on our webpage and join the conversation. And there's channels for games, there's channels for movies, there's channels for TV, there's channels just specifically for Palmetto. If you want to talk about Palmetto, it's
Toby,
it's
an inactive channel waiting for you.
But the reality is just jump in there and start a conversation. And then social media, we're on Instagram. You can find us there. I'm at Andrew Sale with 3s instead of E's. Lauren, you've got one, I think.
Yep, I'm at Not Cool Co everywhere.
And Patrick, your new handle is
At Long Dog.
Good. With that being said, we're going to head out of this long talk.
Long talk.
Meet me at Mom Talk. We are going to get out of this episode.
If you make that shirt, dude.
Meet me at Mom Talk.
Meet me at Mom Talk.
That would probably make a lot of money.
Dang. And it's in the frame, and it's, oh, man.
I hate it so much.
Oh, boy. We're going to get out of this episode. I'm Andrew.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Patrick.
Be good to yourselves and each other.
Adios.
Good night. Yeah. I wanted to. What she says all that stupid like, love each other and yourself or whatever.
What are you
Good
talking
night,
about?
Yes. You're reminding me of Julie Chen Moonves.
Yeah, Julie Chen Moonves.
Oh.
Good night,
I'm Julie Chen Moonves.
She just says like the lamest stuff. I think she repeats herself a lot.
She's a catchphrase repeater.
Meet me and
Ew.
Mom Talk is pretty funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very
Kreider,
funny.
So we haven't organized Secret Santa because every year we have people that don't follow through. And that always feels really bad.
Wait, I've never followed through.
Every year Andrew doesn't follow through, and that always feels really bad. So I'm not against,
because I always get Patrick. So
I'm not-
Patrick never gets a gift.
I'm not against doing it, but I would only want to do it
With
if,
true
like,
believers.
Yeah.
with believers. I don't know, like, yeah, Jedi. Genuinely, like every year someone has not sent the gift. Last year it was Mackenzie. just kidding. I think she did send one. In fairness, she did send one. No, I do know who it's been each year that like didn't send one, unfortunately. So that's the
so
only thing that's
funny.
kind of like garbage. But
Well,
what's up?
if we can get people to be like, yeah, we're K-pop victory.
Yeah.
That's what that
I love
emoji is.
the names that Twitch gives to its emojis.
Hey, if you didn't see it, Tracy Ching did a series for K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, I did not see
What do
her.
you mean?
It's a series of like mini prints that are all like K-pop Demon Hunter. I was looking at her site today.
I did
haven't
see
seen
her.
it.
I saw her Wicked posters, Wicked and Wicked for Good, and those
Oh,
look.
no, it's
Well, I will have to check them out.
Tracy Ching is awesome.
Yeah, she's
Dude,
so
she's genuinely like she has maybe like top 2, top 3 favorite style for me. Okay, so if you go to her shop, we go to her prints.
good. Oh, I
Sasha
do see
Boys.
these. They're really cute.
They're like little.
Look at
Yeah, I like
yes.
the like trading cards. I want the tiger one though, obviously.
6 3x4 for $40 is awesome. Like the
that's not bad at
pricing's
all.
good too.
Mm-hmm.
She's got great stuff in here.
Yeah.
House Moving Castle.
That's
Hey,
nice.
she did one for the
mummy.
There's one for the Mummy.
The 1999
coming
cinematic masterpiece.
And she does these like mini foil prints with each one too,
Yeah.
or with some of them. But look at Spider-Punk. It's so
That's
good.
cool. I was
So
like,
you
I
know,
can't.
I have her one of one Hellboy
Yeah.
wood
Very cool.
engraving. I don't know where
that's
the
very
hell
good.
that is.
Look at that. Look at this.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really
man.
cute.
Yeah, those are
I
great.
like it.
Yeah, can I? If you find that, can I have it?
Yeah, I can. You can.
Can
You
I
can.
have it?
Can I have it? You do have that one of one, and it's nice too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
really
cool.
good. It's got
You
the,
gotta
go-
find
the,
that.
the hand of whatever it's called, the hand of
The right hand of doom.
the right hand of doom. It's really good. She did it for
Love
some
Hellboy.
gallery show, and then it didn't
Yeah.
sell at the gallery. And so I just asked her, like we were talking to her on the podcast one time, and she just was like, "Yeah, like I have all these things left over there just in my closet," and I was like, "Oh, I would totally buy that." And she's like, "I'll just mail it to you." So she signed it and mailed it to me.
That's awesome.
So I didn't even have to buy it.
That's
So
awesome.
I was looking at conferences today, and there was one she spoke at recently.
Yeah.
But like I was just, I wasn't. It was just like I saw her face and was like, oh, I haven't talked to Tracy in so long, and she's incredible. So I was looking at her shop today, and then I saw this.
Well, we are trying to spin up that campaign that she was part of.
We should. Something's got to happen in that gold arm. I do know that. So,
Yeah.
All right. It's been a fun night, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get off this call so that I can tell you guys
Yeah.
an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, this is a ripoff for sure.
Oh, I was like, I thought this was. I was
This
like,
is a ripoff. All right, bye everybody. See ya.
this is